Hello everyone, this is Asfandyar and you are watching Into Everything. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about a few very important things that might help you grow in your career or maybe just to lead you somewhere you're supposed to be. So the first thing first is that I want to tell you that I have been working in IT industry for about 10 years now, and throughout my journey I have had all kind of experiences, my up and downs, my growth, achievements, self improvements, a lot of things. So, the advice I would like to give you from my own experience, this is the most common advice that worked for me. I'm pretty sure it will work for you also. That is to talk less. You need to talk less. You only need to talk when you are supposed to talk. You're asked to talk, all right? So, whenever you are doing some sort of a task and you are dedicated to your work, trust me or not, your work is going to do the talking. It is 1,000 times better to have your work talk for you than you talk for yourself. So basically, the simple idea is that talking takes energy. When you talk, you basically distract yourself from the work and you're distracting somebody else too. Being in management, I would never like someone who is talking and distracting somebody else also. So when you are supposed to work, work. Let your work do the talking. Simple. Second important thing I want to talk about is that you listen more. What happens when you listen more? When you listen to people around you who are probably more experienced than you, your managers or your supervisors, what happens is you get to know the more ideas about anything, about the work, about a project that you might be working on or you want to work on. So, this is how, when you listen more, your knowledge is extended. You can put that knowledge into your work again and become a better person by definitely showing everyone that you can do this better than anybody else because you have the knowledge to get it done by experienced people. So this is the second thing. In your own arena you can do anything that you want to, but it is different when you're out in the world doing the professional work. All right, so make sure you follow the step number 2, which is to listen more. Gather information by listening. When you gather information, you have a lot to do. Third thing I want to talk about is don't react. Now, this is an art not to react, okay? It is impossible sometimes that there is a situation and you're all angry or emotional and you're not reacting. Master that art. Try to. Like I said, I'm in management myself, working from 10 years in this organization. I haven't mastered that art yet, but I'm improved in a lot of cases. So, what happens when you don't react instantly? You process. When you process, you act accordingly. So, reacting could get you in trouble regardless on what position you are or what the situation is. You need to get out of the situation. You have to make sure, do not react, stay calm, and act accordingly. Now, obviously, in a lot of cases, it is very difficult not to react, like I said before, but we are humans and we can improve. So, start that journey as of today to master the art of not reacting instantly. Fourth thing I want to talk about is observe. Observe more. Now, when you observe more, what happens is you become somebody you want to be. I mean, a lot of cases, for example, if I want to be somebody, if I want to get to somewhere, it is all in my head. It is all imagination, right? But in order to become that person, I have to see those people that I want to live like. You must see somebody, or you may, observe somebody who is living a life you want to live. You need to observe them. You need to observe everything about them. Their learning, their failures, how they talk, how they eat. It's just it is just going to improve yourself. It is going to improve yourself in manners that you would never believe happen just by observing somebody. A lot of times, when I see somebody who is living a life I want to live, I instantly observe what they do, what do they talk about, and I try to communicate with those people. And when I do that, I ask about their journeys. I question, like, how did you get to where you are? I mostly talk about their failures. And what happens when you talk about somebody's failures is that you get to learn not to do it yourself. Learn from your mistakes and try to learn from others' mistakes too. This is the best way. I mean, just watch, observe, and it will help you a lot. That was it for today, but definitely I would add something more. That for starters, I mean, I have been giving trainings for almost 5 6 years, and every time there are new people that are coming in, joining our organization, you have to be well mannered. First of all, you need to understand the value of the work you do. Do not take anything for granted. I mean, a lot of times people take things for granted. Don't. You have something that somebody doesn't have, it's a blessing. Always be grateful. Always try to learn, because if somebody who knows everything, that's impossible, right? I mean, even if somebody who's 100 years old, say 500 years old, which is impossible, but just let's say somebody who's 500 years old who would have a lot of knowledge, but still not everything. So always keep your mind open for new things. Whenever somebody says something, listen to them very carefully, and if that's an advice, take it. Stay away from negative people, because like I said before, I always talk about negative people. They always have negative energy that you don't need. All right, stay positive, surround yourself with positive people, and we will see each other in the next video. You take care of yourself. I'll take your leave. Bye for now.